and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Oh boy, would you look at that field goal he kicked right there?
That looks fantastic. Boy, it looks like you need to stop at Tomahawk's Furniture and Gun.
Furniture and guns?
Now, they've got everything you need at great prices. Recliners, sofas, mattresses.
And guns?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like,
Up North at 4 with Nate and Jeff starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Michael Loadholz. Today on Up North at 4, we explore the musical side of things with Northwoods Ukers. They'll tell us about the rise of ukulele enthusiasts in the area, plus Jeff and I will attempt to learn a few chords. And later, we'll be celebrating National Chocolate Milkshake Day with our very own taste testing. Stay tuned to find out some of our local favorites. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. A fearless New Mexico kid is taking the bull riding world by storm after becoming a world champion at the age of just 9. Parker Hooks says he's been wanting to ride bulls since first seeing the sport when he was a toddler. Parker started his training on sheep and small calves before moving on to small bulls and finally let it rip, taking the top prize at the Youth Bull Riding World Finals in Texas, which earned him some bull riding belt buckle bling that his mom says he's not allowed to wear to school, but that's okay because one thing's for sure, this little bucking bull buckaroo is on fire. A Virginia man thought he'd won $600 in the lottery. Not too bad, but it turns out he actually won a whole lot more. Jose Flores Velasquez took his winning ticket to the Virginia Lottery's Customer Service Center to claim his $600 prize, but staff quickly realized he had actually won $1 million. Velasquez had the choice of taking the full $1 million prize over 30 years or a one-time cash payment of nearly $760,000 before taxes. He chose the cash option. Velasquez says he plans to use the money to take care of his family and possibly start his own business. Maybe you should hold onto your ex's stuff. It could be lucrative after all, at least if your ex turns out to be the wealthiest man in the world. Former girlfriend of tech entrepreneur Elon Musk is auctioning off memorabilia and photos. Jennifer Gwynn started dating Musk back in 1994 when they both worked in a university dorm. Some of the items being sold are 18 candid photos of the entrepreneur at University of Pennsylvania, a necklace gifted on her birthday, and a signed birthday card. The note reads, "Happy birthday, Jennifer, aka Boo Boo, love Elon." According to the auction company, as of Sunday morning, it was up to $7,000. It's expected to go for more than $10,000. A routine check of donated goods has unexpectedly turned up a couple of wartime letters in Kentucky. An effort is underway to try to locate any relatives of the serviceman who wrote them 80 years ago. This distinctive box was among the donations at the Goodwill store in Bellevue over the Labor Day weekend. Inside were 2 letters addressed to Miss Elizabeth W. Smith at a P.O. box in Bristol, Pennsylvania. Written by Navy Seaman Robert Ballantine, the folks at Goodwill Industries do not know how the letters to a suburb of Philly ended up in northern Kentucky, but they're trying to find out. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Michael, but low temperatures back in the low to upper 40s tonight. It's going to be a cool night ahead for us, and tomorrow, high temperatures back up in the mid-70s. Right now, we're at 70 in Rhinelander with a calm wind at the airport, and the pressure's falling in the upper 29s. And here we go, 71 for Owasso. It's still cloudy there, though, and there's some rain showers not too far away with that calm wind out there as well. Look at the temperatures. As of this hour, we have 70s across the west, but very cool 50s still across southeastern parts of Wisconsin where it's cloudy and still raining. There is a ton of heat to the west of us right now that's going to slowly make its way in our direction for tomorrow, but it's not going to get really hot around here. We're going to talk high temperatures tomorrow. Basically Also for Thursday, back up mid-70s for Friday. So overall, hanging out near average. The average high is 72. We're going to do that for several days this week. And the long-range trend still keeps us above average in temperatures through the end of September. Here's the radar. So all sunshine here, but cloud cover and rain showers here. By the way, 8, 9, 10 inches of rain across southeastern parts of Wisconsin today. All sorts of flooding concerns there from Milwaukee back to Madison over to Lake Geneva. But off to the west of us, though, this is our weather for tomorrow. A very nice day, sun-filled day tomorrow with highs back in the 70s. Our forecast then tonight, though, is decreasing clouds and a bit cool with low temperatures down near 40. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Wet basements, cracked walls, musty crawl spaces, and settling concrete only get worse with time. And the longer they're left untreated, the more money they cost to repair. SureDry has been focused on stabilizing foundations and repairing basements and concrete for over 28 years. We understand the root causes of foundation and concrete problems and work closely with those we serve to develop permanent solutions. If you have concerns with your foundation or concrete, call us for a free estimate today. Because these issues won't get better with time, they only get better with SureDry.
Give your floors the update they deserve with Menard's huge selection of flooring. Lutex Mills provides soft, luxurious carpet that is backed by a lifetime stain and fade warranty. Save 11% on all Lutex Mills carpet. Transform the look of any living space with vinyl plank flooring from Great Lakes. It's durable, waterproof, and easy to install, making it the perfect floor for an active lifestyle. Now 11% off at Menard's.
Save big money at Menards.
Winter's coming. Fight back against rust and protect your investment with Rust Solutions underbody rust proofing for vehicles, trailers, and dump trucks. Call to make your appointment today.
Join us for the Fall Cruising Car, Truck, and Bike Show, Saturday, September 17th from 9 to 3 as part of Colorama at the St. Germain Community Park.
Our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most to the North Woods. NBC Newswatch 12, from where you live.
Enter a haven for European-style baking at Boulangerie in Tomahawk. Fresh breads, pastries, soups, salads, and more. The finest ingredients prepared from scratch with a fanatical eye for detail. Simply the best. You deserve Boulangerie.
Enjoy the serenity of northern Wisconsin all year long. First stop, Shquagaman Adventure Company. Skis, skates, snowshoes, and fat bikes. Kayaks, canoes, and paddle boards. Shquagaman Adventure Company. Stop by the store or visit us online.
Did you know Tim Michaels supports allowing teenagers to buy AR-15s with no waiting period?
I throw guns.
Teenagers with assault weapons. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We're joined now by some ukulele experts in the area. We are joined by Cooksey and Sarah. Welcome to Up North at 4.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on with all these ukuleles you brought with us.
Well, you start, Sarah.
Sure. So we're actually here as representatives of the Walter E. Olson Memorial Library in Eagle River and our ukulele program. So for 4 years now, since before my time at the library, Cooksey has been coming in and very graciously offering her skills as a teacher and as a member of the St. Andrews Ukulele Orchestra of
St. Andrews, Panama City, Florida.
Right. So we've had 4 years worth of lessons, and those lessons have grown into offshoot groups. We've got Northwoods Ukers who meets every week. We've got lessons once a week during the summer. We have another group that meets to just sort of jam out on Mondays, and then there's a variety of other groups throughout the Northwoods.
There's a Rhinelander group led by Bill Bolden, who was going to be here today, but he's not able to be.
Yep. Okay, so this is a bit of news to us because apparently there's like this underground ukulele network of people.
If you're in the know, you're in the know, yes.
It's popular across the Northwoods, am I right or wrong?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and you brought 3 different types of ukuleles with you, but they're not all a ukulele. So what do you have here?
This is a tenor ukulele.
A tenor.
And it's the second biggest. There's also one bigger that's a baritone, but it's tuned a little differently.
Okay.
And then These two are soprano ukuleles, and that's kind of the standard one that a lot of people start with.
That's a little one.
That's the one people are used to, the sound of this one.
Yep.
Okay. And then yours is really different. It's a banjo-lele?
It's a banjo-lele, so half ukulele, half banjo.
I've never heard of that before.
I like that. It sounds cool, and I got it because I wanted to play the Rainbow Connection, and that was the only reason.
So Sarah wants to be different, right?
But it sounds like banjo.
Yeah, so with many fewer strings, so it's easier to play.
So Sarah's the one, like she's just the one that kind of goes off key?
Oh, no, I was not the first, and I won't be the last in our group to banjo-lele.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
She was in the second year, the second year that we did this, and we have two other helpers. We have Shirley and Linda, who are standing over there cheering us on.
Hi, guys.
And they also volunteer to help with the beginners.
Okay, and then this is going through Eagle River, right? Through the school network there? What's going on?
So, the lessons and a lot of the jam sessions actually happen at the library, and I probably should have mentioned that I'm the librarian. That's why it's important.
Full disclosure.
Right, but we have wonderful community partnerships. Particularly with Northland Pines School District, because our lessons with Cooksey happen during the summer, they very graciously, their music department lends us the ukuleles that they use for these school lessons.
Okay.
So our beginners can start with no investment in equipment or music. They're just ready to go. So we're very, very lucky to have a wonderful partnership with them. Our group, during COVID, when the library couldn't be open as many hours as we'd like to be, they ended up rehearsing at the Warehouse Community Arts Center. So really, there's in the parks. So the ukulele is happening all over the Northwoods.
You improvise. And I think I heard somewhere there's about 30 ukuleles that the school...
that they loan to us. I think they actually have many more, because they've got more kids than that.
Seems like a lot.
Jeff, that's enough ukuleles to everyone in the newsroom could get one, and we could just have our own little jam.
Could you imagine the tunes around here?
I'm imagining it right now, and I wish you told us to bring those back.
We would not get a lot accomplished in there.
No.
Some pretty
We have, in TV land, of course, the deadlines are pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
The show at 4 goes on at 4, 5, 6, and 10, so we probably get nothing done.
No. Nothing but attempting to learn these few chords.
Right. But it's been beautiful to have this in the library, especially because I think people still have this idea of the library as being the place where you're going to get shushed or yelled at for making noise. So it is very funny to have people come in for the first time in the middle of a lesson or a jam session and go, what? Why is there?
And you don't get shushed.
No, I've been shushed, but that's...
When the librarian gets shushed.
You're like, wait a minute, I'm the librarian here.
It's wonderful. We have beautiful music, lots of community members.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it hard to learn the ukulele?
No, it's a very easy instrument to learn.
Do you think Michael and I can learn the ukulele?
We're going to attempt to do that.
Oh boy, I don't know about this. I tried to learn guitar when I was a kid, and it didn't go real well.
I tried the saxophone, and it tickled my lips, and I kept laughing.
You're not going to have that problem, and there's only 4 strings on the ukulele.
Oh, so, thank goodness. That's a little nicer. But yeah, so
I think it's time for a lesson.
I think it's about time for a lesson.
Let's take a commercial break.
Yeah.
And then be right back with a lesson from Michael and I on the ukulele.
I'm looking forward
and the
Banjo-lele.
Banjo-lele.
The banjo-lele.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
A ukulele?
Think crime is bad now? Mandela Barnes would make it worse. Barnes would eliminate cash bail even after the Waukesha Christmas parade attack, supports amnesty and sanctuary cities for illegals, and had worked for a radical group that wants to defund the police. Barnes has a long record of smearing police while spending your tax dollars on security for himself. Mandela Barnes, wrong on crime, dangerous for Wisconsin. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Cellcom's live local customer service is just a call or click away, so it's always clear where you can get help. What's not clear is why you just went down to the basement.
What did I?
Why you went downstairs? Unclear. Easy access to the customer care you deserve? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world. Now at Cellcom, save $500 when you activate a new smartphone line of service and trade in your existing device. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
New Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
Join us for the Fall Cruising Car, Truck, and Bike Show, Saturday, September 17th from 9 to 3 as part of Colorama at the St. Germain Community Park.
The Socialist Squad led the charge to defund the police and eliminate bail for dangerous felons. Now violent crime is surging in Wisconsin.
More people have been killed in Milwaukee this year than in any previous year.
Mandela Barnes attacked the Kenosha police and incited more violence.
The officer's deadly actions attempted to take a person's life in broad daylight. This felt like some sort of vendetta.
Mandela Barnes, dangerously liberal on crime.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We have ukuleled up, as you can see, and we're going to attempt to learn a little bit of how to play these. So walk us through some notes here.
All right, we're going to start with You're My Sunshine. That's what we're going to play.
You're My Sunshine.
So the first word you're going to play is the C chord, and there's a little picture of it.
Okay. Okay.
So you put your ring finger on that 3rd fret,
okay.
Bottom string.
Yeah.
And then just go down. Now try down, up, down, up, down. This finger.
With
use your pointer finger. Use
one finger.
Use your fingernail, the fingernail side to go down, and then the fleshy part to go up.
Okay, so. Oh, okay.
That sounds better.
All right. And then the next chord is the C7.
C7.
And that's the
C7. Top.
Index finger.
Just pointer finger.
Okay.
Right there.
Same ring finger.
No, pinky. I mean your index.
Use your pointer.
Okay.
Yep.
Pointer finger and then.
Pointer. You need. We're going to have one extra chord in there, but we'll play that. Okay, because it's a little.
But I have 4 chords.
You have 4 strings. Get with the program.
So what's the difference between a chord and a string?
This is a string.
Okay.
Pretty basic.
This is a chord.
So a note is a chord?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then a chord. A chord is more than one sound that, when played together, sound nice.
Interesting.
Let's try it again. So, You Are My Sunshine.
So we're going with C to start?
C, which I think is this one.
Okay.
So use your ring finger, and you're going to put it, this one, right here on that 3rd. There you go.
3rd one.
So these are frets. I know this is like not good TV.
Okay.
And then the string, that's the first one, the very bottom one. So that's all you need to do for C. Sorry.
Okay, this is C.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to start with that.
Down with the nail, up with the flesh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Try that. Down with the nail, up with the flesh.
Try the C7 now.
And then that's the pointer
C7
finger.
is the one with the pointer.
Pointy finger.
And then it's going to be right on that first string.
Right here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Down with the... Michael.
It's so beautiful.
We could publish this.
We could really get somewhere with this, Jeff.
So
this could be your second career.
Here's the other thing I need to tell you that I forgot to mention is that the library actually had, we own ukuleles you can check out with your library card.
Oh.
So come on down.
Is this happening?
Just all your dreams coming true at
once. Will you accept Michael and I into your library?
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
That's all right.
Well, we only have about 20 seconds left, so.
All right, on the count of, it's going to be a 4 count. So 1, 2, ready, go. You are my sunshine, my only sun.
This is happening.
Back to the end.
We haven't learned that chord. Sing along, you just sing.
I don't know the lyrics.
They're right there. Never know, dear.
All right, so unfortunately we're out of time.
That's so sad.
Wow.
I know, but look how far we've come.
We've gone a long ways
You're
here.
just come to the library on Friday for the beginner lesson. We'll get you set up.
If people want to take lessons, who do they contact?
Just reach out to the Olson Library or show up on Fridays. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up this year's lessons. We're only going through the end of this month. Fridays at 1 o'clock at the Olson Library in Eagle River.
They don't need anything. There's no charge. They don't need music. We provide the music for them to use, and they don't need a ukulele because
the school district is sharing. Yep.
Tootsie, Sarah, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, guys, for coming on. We really appreciate it. This was great. And stay tuned.
Continue on in your careers.
We'll do another. We'll revisit this in a year, and you'll be much better by then.
I'll sing you out, Michael. Sing us out.
Stay tuned for after the commercial break.
At Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, you'll experience gaming like our king.
It's great to be the king.
Check out the two-person Fall Classic Golf Scramble, Friday, September 30th. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone games like a king.
Spend the day in Phelps Saturday, September 17th to enjoy all activities at Scarecrow Fest. Free admission, craft fair, music, kids games, food, and wine tasting. Sponsored by Phelps Women's Club.
These are actual crime scenes across Wisconsin. Yet Mandela Barnes supports defunding the police.
The minute you talk about reducing a police department's budget, then it's like all hell breaks loose, and everybody acts like you're signaling Armageddon. But that's not the case. It's about reallocating funds.
And where did your tax dollars get reallocated to? More police security for Barnes. Mandela Barnes. Less safety for you, more for him. Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The 2023 Ford F-150 trucks are coming. Needing more ways to haul, tow, go, and do. And with more ways than ever to make it your own. Plus, if you order now, you'll lock in your price and lock in your rate. Do more in a 2023 Ford F-150. Custom order yours today. Lock in 2.9 for $60 and get $500 retail order bonus cash when you order a Ford F-150. Only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
He wants to be a firefighter, a doctor, a teacher, and he wants to be their governor. But Tim Michaels said funding public schools is the definition of insanity.
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'd drain millions from public schools to help fund private schools in Milwaukee, and even consider ending the Department of Public Instruction. Tim Michaels wants to be governor for 4 long years. But what matters more to you, his future or theirs?
At Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, you'll be treated like a king.
Thank you very much.
Enter the fully stocked freezer giveaway now through September 24th. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone is treated like a king.
Welcome back to Up North at 4, and today is National Chocolate Milkshake Day. Of
course it is.
Specifically chocolate milkshake, not any milkshake, just the chocolate ones, Jeff. And we've gone around town and gotten 4 different milkshakes from what...
Well, we didn't. We had people for that.
No, we have our lovely people behind the scenes, and we appreciate them a lot. And so we're going to start with testing all of them. We're going to say which one's our favorite, and our producer slid into my pocket the secret identities of each one of these.
Okay, so we're going to try number 1 first.
All right. Okay. Here's the first.
And then what do we do now?
All right. It's all right. It's all right. We got to go through the rest of these. Very chocolatey, milkshakey-y. I don't know about that.
This one looks thicker.
Looks thicker.
Yep. You guys should do this too. This is a really good thing to do.
It's a great thing to do with the whole family.
When it's like 75 degrees outside and sunny. Oh, that one's pretty good.
That one's all right. Definitely thicker.
This one is like...
This one looks good.
I know who this one is. I've had this before.
That one is leading the way for me so far.
Yeah.
It's thicker, but also it just looks glassy, as opposed to this one looks a little chunkier.
That probably means it's better for you.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a bit more unhealthy for us here.
Let's see.
Let's try 4.
All right. Oh, you spilt one. All right. So we have a minute left. What do we do now?
That tastes fluffier to you over there on the 4?
Yeah, that one's like whipped.
Yeah, that's a lot of whipped on that one.
What's more this one?
Yeah. I don't think Theo can have any of this. This is chocolate.
No chocolate for doggies. Can't do it.
All right, Jeff. So which one's your favorite?
3.
Yeah, I think 3 is also my favorite.
3 followed by 4.
I don't know. I like 2 was my second favorite.
One.
And then this one not my favorite.
I'm pretty sure I know who this one is, but I want to make sure.
All right, let's see whose they are. So number 1, we have Hardee's. Number 2 is Arby's. And then number 3 is Culver's. Honestly, I'm shocked. I'm very shocked.
No, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
That is
McDonald's?
That's McDonald's. McDonald's,
So
I
1,
always
2,
swear
3,
by.
4
I
for
like
me.
their chocolate milkshakes. Well,
There's something about this one, though. The Culver's one.
That is
just
amazing.
It's delicious.
That is really good.
This one, who's number 3? Or
number 2 is Arby's.
So this one's the chocolatiest.
Yes. Chocolatey and chunkiest, perhaps.
Yeah.
And we did not enjoy the Hardee's.
Well, we
enjoyed
wasn't our top one.
Exactly. You know, someone has to win. So the winner today is Culver's. Go out and try this yourselves.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after the break.
Are you tired of your outdated kitchen and ready for a brand new look? Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City Kitchens, your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Choose from dozens of colors, including white satin and stone gray. Surfaces are durable and stain resistant for easy cleaning and long-lasting beauty. Add an extra touch of luxury with soft closing doors and drawers. You can have your dream kitchen installed in as little as 2 days. And listen to this. It's our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event. Receive 24 months, no payments and no interest. Senior and military discounts. Get a $250 Mad City gift card with cabinet refacing purchase. Use it as an instant discount or for future home improvements. Plus, call during this program and save more with half-off labor. Ask about Mad City's Do More discount on new EcoSky windows and one-day bath and shower installations. And we'll make your kitchen look its best with cabinet refacing.
I don't feel like I'm walking into my grandma's kitchen anymore. So this looks like a newer house. It's affordable and it's a beautiful, it ends up being a beautiful job.
I would tell them that we had ours done by Mad City, and it turned out very well.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and with cabinet refacing, we'll improve the entire look and feel of your kitchen in as little as 2 days. And it's affordable. During our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event, get 24 months, no payments and no interest. Plus, with your cabinet refacing project, receive a $250 Mad City gift card to apply as an instant discount or use for future home improvements. And for more savings, call during this program for half-off labor. From Wausau and throughout north central Wisconsin, call 715-503-4198. That's 715-503-4198.
Schools forced to close, falling academic standards, parents told they don't have a say, transgender videos for kindergartners, and books that shame kids just for being white. That's Tony Evers' record on Wisconsin public schools.
As a mom, I have every right to know what my kids are being taught in class. Our schools should teach reading, writing, and math, not crazy liberal ideas.
Tony Evers, wrong for our kids, wrong for Wisconsin.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We're here on the couch again, and fantasy football season in the news.
What a weekend.
It was wild.
You know, there are a lot of people whose fantasy leagues got destroyed this weekend, and I might be sitting next to one of them.
It's me.
Michael, what happened?
Horrible. My team did horrible. I was absolutely blown out of the water. I got doubled up on in points by Nate. Nate's team went off. Yeah. I was just lapped.
Yeah,
it was
Nate's
embarrassing.
team was not expected to do as well as it did, and it just killed you. My team did. I'm still in third place.
You're doing great.
My team did all right, but it's another week. I have two players playing tonight, so I have room to catch up even further. So we'll see. I think you're in.
I'm dead. It's done.
But it's fun to follow along.
Week 1 was a loss.
Hey, the weather's improving, by the way, but cool temperatures tonight. Lows in the upper 30s across Northwoods tonight.
Not bad. Well, thanks for watching Up North at 4. Stay tuned for Jeopardy!
Beautiful home near Minocqua features 3-bedroom attached garage, blacktop drive, all nestled on 8 acres. Being sold regardless of price. Contact Brazos St. Louis Auctions for more details.
celebrate TV's biggest night.
And the Emmy goes to...
Live.
I'm not allowed to swear.
Hosted by Kenan Thompson.
I finally arrived.
The Emmys live on NBC and Peacock.